last minute trip. We're going to Grand Rapids, doing a quick drive, going to Legends Sports Cards. They have a show once a month in an empty storefront that's next to their store. I always think it's a little weird that a card shop also holds a show, but I guess they're trying to get people through the door, so anything you can do to get people through the door is a good thing. We're driving up there right now. We're going to see what we find. We went to the show at Legends Card Shop, and when you walk into the store, it is quite a sizable card shop, and it is a modern day card shop with lots of modern day cards. They have a lot of things for sale there, but in the card shop, there's not a lot of soccer options. So to get to the show, you walk through the card shop and there's a back room where they have the show. I think from the ad, it said that there was about 100 tables at this show, or 100 tables plus. And based on what we saw in that room, I gotta say, I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I don't believe that there was that many tables there. Besides the fact that I don't believe that there was that many tables there, we saw our fair share of tables that well after 9 a.m., the dealers had not yet set up. So there was a good amount of tables where there was not dealers at those tables. Now, as for people attending the show, there were a ton of people attending the show. It was so crowded at some points, it was impossible to get through. In terms of collecting soccer, there was none. There was absolutely none. And so for people who are collecting baseball, football, basketball, it's a good show for you to check out and see what you can get. The dealers seemed very friendly. They seemed willing to deal. There was a good amount of Pokemon dealers there. They also seemed very friendly, willing to deal, very nice. But for us collecting soccer, there wasn't really anything. We did end up buying something, though. We stopped at a table, and they had this Iden Versio card, and Super Junior used to love to play Battlefront 2. So this is the first card that caught my eye. And so I never like to just look at a card and make a deal and buy it. Obviously, you know, we like to bundle. So I grabbed that card and I looked to see what else they had. And they had this Nien Nub autograph, which I thought was just the funniest thing out there. And so he wanted $50 for this. He wanted $10 for this. He said he was willing to make a deal. I didn't talk prices yet. So we pulled those two out, and then we pulled out these two cards, Jyn Erso from Rogue One, and on the right, this is the Ronin from the first episode of Star Wars Visions. I would say the first season of Star Wars Visions, I really enjoyed. About half the episodes I thought were good. The other half I didn't think were that great. Season 2, I did not enjoy any of the episodes of Star Wars Visions. But the Ronin and his droid, that was probably the best episode by a long shot. So whereas Star Wars is supposed to be like a space version of Seven Samurai, in this episode of Visions, they made Star Wars look like Seven Samurai, which I thought was amazing. Seven Samurai being one of my favorite movies. So we had 4 cards we were interested in. He said 50 on this, but he was willing to deal because he wanted to sell it. He said he wanted 10 on this and 5 on both of these. We ended up doing $50 for all 4. So Super Junior got his Battlefront 2 auto. I got Nien Nub, which is hilarious. And then we got Jyn Erso, and we got the Ronin. We don't really collect Star Wars cards, but we thought these were cool, and we didn't want to leave empty-handed. So in conclusion, it's not a bad show if you collect baseball, football, basketball. There was even plenty of hockey and Pokemon. Those are your things. Go check the show out. But for us as soccer collectors, there wasn't anything there for us. And I think that's fair to say. If you're just a soccer collector, it's not the show for you. If you collect the other cards, it's worthwhile for you. And speaking of things like that, we're pretty much a soccer-only channel, even though you see me holding Star Wars cards. But if you collect baseball and football, I strongly suggest you visit our friends at the Card Lab. So Card Jesus and Jake the Ripper are good friends of ours, and they help us out with a lot of stuff, and we also really enjoy their channel. So if you collect baseball in addition to soccer, make sure you give them a look, and I'll have a link below for their channel. So that's it for today. I hope you guys are all having a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.